but other years we've done some very dramatic things for how the teams enter. I remember a few years ago we had a Hummer limousine, a Dodge Viper customed, and then a bright red luxury helicopter that President Shoemaker and his wife flew in on. And then several years ago before that, we've had a helicopter who our Dean of Student Life, Dr. Paul Oman, who's worked here for many, many years, he also flew on. And then he helped the team take down the other team a little bit before the Turkey Bowl. And that was a wonderful skit to see. They had a little bit of running around on the field, and different people were tackling different people, and all the students just loved the excitement of seeing those people that they just see on a regular day basis, more of a professional feel, and they got to see them on a little bit more fun side of them that day.
We've had that I can remember, two monster trucks.
Two monster trucks, yeah.
And then one year, the story is told that, I mean, back in my day, back in the 80s and early 90s, they would do every now and then the teams would all cram into box trucks. Or there would be a box on the field and you would think, okay, they're going to come out of that box, and they would come out of limos. But one team spent so much time in one of those crazy box trucks, they got fatigued from the heat.
Yep.
I mean, it can get into the low 80s on Thanksgiving down here some days. And then they were so fatigued that they just bombed in the Turkey Bowl.
They were so sluggish.
Yeah.
Their muscles were not ready to go because they were so hot in that box truck. You see some of the boys here on the field maybe resting their legs. You can see the different students out here today for the Turkey Bowl. You know, one thing that's also looked forward to the Turkey Bowl, how much delicious food they bring for everybody. Not only do we serve our Thanksgiving Day meal on campus all year long, or all day long, we also have pizza from Papa John's, Krispy Kreme donuts. We have hot dogs, hamburgers, all kind of candies, all kind of drinks, hot chocolate, popcorn, anything you want. They've got it here for you on the Turkey Bowl day. And it's wonderful for them to come out and just enjoy the food, the fellowship, and everybody loves to come out to the Turkey Bowl.
You know, they may never do this, but I've always thought it would be great, and they do a great job. But if they would do turkey legs, it is the Turkey Bowl. But
yeah, turkey legs would be a very nice touch. But I just don't know how they would be able to bring it out and cook it and so on and so forth. It would just be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
But I remember a good turkey leg story. Since we're at Thanksgiving, some people call it turkey legs, Turkey Day. We used to go to Disney World a lot when I was a kid, and we would go to Disney World, and I always begged my daddy to let me get one of them massive turkey legs that they have at Disney World. I've never been to Disney World. They sell $10 turkey legs that are about as big as my forearm, and it takes you about 3 hours to eat it. So, but I always wanted the turkey leg, and now I've gotten older, and I see those turkey legs when I went to Disneyland this last summer, and I was like, why did I ever want one of those things? They just look gross. but as a kid, you know, you love those big things. So we hope that all of you today are enjoying time with your family. If you're here watching the Turkey Bowl, we're just getting set up here for the Faith team.
It's Team Faith.
Team Faith to be able to do their tricks here on the motocross bikes.
Richard, they've been around for a while. They take this show everywhere. As a matter of fact, they were just recently in Egypt.
In Egypt 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
To be able to do a show there.
These guys, how we got them to come here because they're in such demand, I am amazed.
Yeah.
And of course, they were familiar with the college.
Yeah.
This is a Christian group. And the testimony, I think he may share his testimony, he may not. But if you get a chance to go to their website, I'm extremely impressed with these guys. They have a vision to establish evangelism teams of action sport athletes to infiltrate professional racing circuits and other action sports events. There's even something on their website where the leader of this group chooses not to let certain types of energy drinks sponsor their teams because of what's associated with them. I mean, he has taken that stand, and his email that he sent to the rest of his team because of his conviction is listed on their website. And it's amazing that, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made in sponsorship, and they have chosen to take the high road because of and the Lord has blessed their ministry because of that. This is something you're going to be amazed with what they do. Maybe you've seen motocross events before, but I've never seen a Christian motocross team, and they're good.
And the cool thing is they can do their show almost anywhere. We have this field today. They said when they were in Egypt last week, they set up this entire show in the middle of the desert, basically on some grass, and they're able to bring in all these nice ramps, and they have these carpets and this truck that just has everything in it that they need. And it's wonderful that they can just take this anywhere. And I'm sure they go places that the majority of people there aren't Christians, or they don't have that faith, and then they're able to share that faith using this tool of this cool motocross thing.
In 1994, they started in the personal watercraft racing industry, and they went into the pro motocross racing and freestyle motocross. Now, Kevin Johnson is the 2008 X Games gold medalist in the speed and style competition. You won't see a lot of speed today, but what you will see is a lot of aerobatics. And what they do when they're airborne, it just amazes me.
There's actually two different branches, if I'm right. There's one based out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and then the one that we have here today is based out of, I think, Dallas, or is it Houston, Texas?
That sounds right.
Dallas, Texas. So they're at two different parts of the country, and they're all run by this guy, the same guy that won the X Games in 2008. If you want to look them up on Twitter, look at their Twitter page. It's at Team Faith, capital T, capital F, all one word, at Team Faith. And they've done several shows for church events in the last couple of years. I remember seeing, I think it was Franklin Road Baptist Church in Tennessee. They did, for their 50th anniversary, they had Team Faith. They were jumping over some school buses. And now we're going to be able to have them here today at Pensacola Christian for the first time ever. This is a first time ever thing for the Turkey Bowl. And I think that it's going to be a crowd favorite, it looks like.
But, you know, I've taken my son to monster truck events multiple times. And a lot of the entertainment, because monster truck events go pretty quick. You know, if you just do that, but they have BMX and they have a lot of things like this indoors. But I've never seen it outdoors where they have more room to get their jump. And right now, what we're doing, you don't see the entire field from your screen, but to protect the field, they're putting down some carpeting on the field, or a runner, not carpeting, but a runner that they're going to drive their bikes up. Lots of students here helping with the setup of the ramps, and the gentlemen that will be on the motorcycles are supervising the placement of the ramp. I mean, it's got to be perfect.
While they're getting set up here, I was thinking this morning, you know, a lot of times we already talked about how there's Turkey Bowl and fine arts and praise service traditions here on campus. But if you have traditions that you have in your family and would like to share them with us, as I said before, you can tag us and share your tradition at Eagles PCC or at Connect PCC. And Jeff, what are some of the traditions that you might do with your family when you're home today, Thanksgiving?
One, Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. I'm with you there.
I want to thank my dad for raising me a Cowboys fan. Born in Virginia, where everyone was a Steeler fan or a Redskin fan, but I was raised a Cowboys fan. So to watch them play on Thanksgiving, that is what I do. My wife understands it. My son understands it. I'll leave here and I will tune in. And
he's got it on the DVR right now.
no, it's on later on this afternoon, so I don't have to DVR it.
Good.
But that's what I'll do. We'll have a nice meal together as a family.
Good.
That my wife prepares, and we don't unless we have company in town, we don't go all out. There's three of us. I don't have a big family, so but we'll eat together and enjoy our time together, and then watch football.
All right, as they get underway here, I think we're going to turn it over to the leaders of Team Faith, and I hope you guys listen and and what they're all about as they do these trick sports today. Team Faith. X Games motocross competition in 2008. We're looking forward to a truly amazing show. I will now turn over the show to the president of Team Faith and also a professional rider, Brian O'Rourke.
Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? All right, PCC, we are so honored and so blessed to be here today to enjoy Thanksgiving with you guys. Thank you so much for having us. Happy Thanksgiving. How's the Turkey Bowl going so far? Are we having fun yet? All right, well, hey, listen, my name's Brian Owen. I'm with Team Faith. And as you just heard, we are a Christian motocross team that uses our gifts and our abilities to jump freestyle motocross and to compete on the National Arena Cross Series, and watercraft racing, and all other kinds of racing to glorify Jesus Christ. And we're excited to be here. Are you guys excited? Are you guys ready? Now, I heard that it was supposed to be a little bit of a secret. Was anybody surprised to see freestyle motocross here today? No. It was not a secret whatsoever. I know. I mean, how could it be a secret? There's a big, huge ramp on the field, right? Well, listen, we're excited again once again to be here, and I'm just kind of looking for the guys to come out. We had one heck of a time getting here today and trying to get ready for this show with all the time restraints and the traveling that we did. Scott Murray is one of our riders, and here they come right now. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a round of applause for Kevin Johnson? And all the way from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, Scott Murray, everybody. Scott came about 19 hours to be here, left his family at home with a couple of kids to be here for Thanksgiving to share it with you guys, and we are ready. But there is one important detail that I need to mention to you guys. You guys are a big part of our show. So the louder you are, the bigger these guys will go. So come on, let's make some noise! All right, we got a short show, but it's going to be a good show, and these guys are getting ready. So let's go. Listen, if you see something you like, don't be shy. Let them know you're liking it. Give them a big round of applause. Make some noise. They'll keep it going. They'll go big. Here comes Kevin Johnson for the first jump of the day, and he greases it. Here comes Scott Murray. Just checking things out. The wind's a little high today. These guys do not like the wind. Pushes the bikes around underneath them. There goes Kevin Johnson with a heel clicker. Yeah, don't be shy now, everybody. Give them some love. There's a knack-knack by Kevin Johnson, made famous by none other than Jeremy McGrath, the myth, the man, the legend. Yeah, little Superman Indian air for Scott. These guys are just getting warmed up. There's a big, huge seat grab for Kevin Johnson. Superman seat grab right there. Superman! You can see these guys seem to be a little bit tentative today. We have got some issues, as they say, getting ready for the show. And Kevin's adjusting his bike. Scott's trying to figure his out. It's a little can-can.
It's a little combo trick for Scott Murray.
A little combo trick. for Scott Murray. I don't have the ability to hold the microphone and fix